Hello, and welcome back to StoneBlock 4. Last time we set up this process in front of me here to automate Sheol Fire and Strange Matter, as well as the creation of the various Just Dire Stings coals in order to make Time Fluid, or more specifically Time Crystals to make Time Fluid, and we set up auto-crafting for Draconic Fusion. Between episodes I took another little look-see back here to fiddle with some wires and the like, because I don't want to have a stack of Void Flame coal, nor Void Ember coal. Blaze Ember. So we're using some toggle buses back here. I really like these things. Basically, while these are on, the line here turns on via some quartz fiber down at the bottom. They're only passing through the power, so that these are basically a little subnetwork here. So the subnetwork to actually break the coal only turns on if we don't have very much coal, for example 16. And as you can see, we have much more than 16, so we do not actually run this one. And the same is true for this one and this one. So whenever we hit 16, it'll basically stop making more. So hopefully we shouldn't end up bankrupting ourselves. For today we have a docket that looks quite packed, but is actually only one small piece of the puzzle. This is all in order to get us Awakened Draconium in a large quantity, primarily for this quest down here. And so we need to do all of these things. As it turns out, Dragon Hearts actually have a matter value that we can replicate with. And the only thing of really any note here is Draconium and Dragon Hearts. The Draconium cores are of course largely just gold and Draconium. So the large cost of this craft is primarily located in the Dragon Hearts. I originally thought we had to make 95 of these, but because they have a matter value, we get to skip some of the worst automating I think I would have ever had to do. That said, we do still have to do all of this stuff at least once, so, I mean, we gotta start it. After that though, we're gonna need to learn how to replicate things because, well, otherwise we don't really get those Dragon Hearts, right? And once we know how to replicate things, we just need a whole lot of matter. So we need to make matter. Red matter in particular. These things are quite dense at 16.4k of every matter's material. I'm not sure what those are, matterlets. We only need 2 red matter per dragon heart, so about 3 stacks or so. But red matter is still not exactly cheap. If we were to craft this stuff, it is a comical amount of coal, so we're not doing that. So what's more likely to do is we're going to use these energy collectors, but we'll get there when we get there. And then after that, we'll just let everything run for a little while, because, I mean, what else are we gonna do, right? But as it stands, we still have to make our first Dragon Heart in order to make the rest of the Dragon Hearts. And so here's the recipe. You'll notice the rest of the stuff here is pinned. Again, we only need to make one of these, so it shouldn't be too bad. You would think, at least. So let's start with the easy stuff. First up, 4 whole Draconium cores. Pricey, I know. Next up is some infused Dragon's Breath. We actually had a few spare from when I made some Apothic Pinnacle Gateways. We're already 2/5 the way there. Next up, we'll do Fiery Blood. We get this from loot fabricating a Hydra prediction. We did get one of these as a quest reward, I believe. Yes, we did. And at a decent tier as well. So we need to put this in a simulation chamber and grab some Hydra predictions, which we can loot fabricate into Fiery Blood. And probably Hydra chops as well, these look quite tasty. For the most part, these 2 things don't seem particularly hard to get, but I'm not exactly sure what a replicator enclosure requires. Oh, that's excessively cheap. What about the Mending Neurogel? We need a molecular metamorpher, this fluorescent jelly, and calcarine matrix. So I think that's a lot of cognition, which we have not done before. So hopefully we don't need to spend too long on that. Oh, and if you're wondering about all this diorite in my pockets, it's because we need to burn some of it, spiritually. Oh, forgot the magnet again. I said spiritually. Maybe it has to be on grass. Nope. Well, fine, I guess I won't make my own Spirit Fire. I know where to go find some. Here, Spirit Fire. Now, take my diorite. And a little loudly at that. Whoa, jump scare. Once our Dimensionalist is done with all that endstone, we're gonna give him all this other rock. This stuff makes the replica ore, and I imagine we'll probably need some more of that. And in case we don't, then it's good to have some extra just in case. No kill quite like overkill and all that, you know what I mean? Alright, so cognition. We need some astute assembly, allegedly, so we need some cognitive alloy in this crystal, which is a lot of this cognitive amalgams, which is from the flux, and the flux is just dust. There we are. So this is what we're actually going for, is this metamorpher, which seems a little scary, but I think this is all just stuff we've made before, including this accelerator. Yep, easy enough. And the quest reward gives us 8 of these blobs of neurogel, which is, I believe, what we actually just need for the simulation chamber. Yes! Cool, so we can stop here, and go back to the box with the rest of you. Alright, now make me some doohickeys. Alright, so in all honesty, I don't actually expect us to be using this for very long, so I'm just going to set these here and add a couple flux points to them. And so hopefully this... Oh, I need prediction matrices. Okay. Those are from something very cheap. Alright, well, that's not too hard. Alright, now start simulating me killing this Hydra, because I know that didn't actually happen. Alright, here we are. And we should just be able to chuck this in here and ask for the fiery blood. Yep. Alright, third one in. Alright, no more easy ones. Let's go for the life stone next. So for this one, we just need the body stone and the soul stone. For the soul stone, most of this stuff is pretty easy. We can make red matter, so that's fine. But we also need these blank slates, and I believe we need this for the body stone as well. For this, we need a singular piece of deep slate and a magmalith, and you get the magmalith by putting lava over a double compressed basalt. Cool. Now we don't have that much basalt, but that's okay because we can make more by extracting it. However, for this we need specifically blue ice, which requires 81 ice in order to make the one blue ice. So we need to make more ice. But I think the best bet is going to be this entropy manipulator, which we got a while ago. And I think we can just spam water and turn it into ice. Yeah, you can just do this. Alright, yeah, that's easy. I'll just be here for a little bit. So with soul soil, blue ice, lava bucket, basalt, and an extractor, we achieve more basalt. We'll come back to this later. So while that goes, let's look at the body stone. For this, we need to make burger. So we need a cooking pot, which is easy, some bacon, which is also easy, and a delicious burger, which seems easy. We just need to get some like seeds and stuff. So time to embrace my heritage and make burger. Alright, one more to go. This is kind of the tricky one of the bunch, though. You see, ether gas is not something you just create. You drill it from a wither. Now here's the thing about withers. They explode, right? So this is a little tricky. Thankfully, as we are given problems, we are given solutions. Behold, the stasis chamber. This magical block can put a creature in stasis, hence the name. Now for such a dangerous activity, we need a suitably dangerous place to locate it, such as a compact machine. We'll buy 3 just for kicks. Now if you're unfamiliar with compact machines, basically these are tiny little extra dimensions to do things in. To enter them, however, we need a personal shrinking device, which needs some atom shrinking and enlarging modules, it would appear. But these don't seem particularly expensive. So we'll set our compact machines here, just in this little wall by the, this area. And so I think if we had this just in the bobble slot, we can just like go in, right? Or, maybe I should have read something about this. Maybe you do right click with the thing? I don't know why there's a bobble slot, even. So in order to drill the wither, we need to have a wither first. But of course it's important to see, where I'm stasisizing something. So once again, we're just going to be pretty liberal with our flux points because they're not super expensive. We'll just set one right here. Next we can set our fluid laser base right on top. This should hopefully drill the wither. Actually I'm going to move this up a block just for safety's sake. And we'll have our laser drills right here just because, why not? So I'm hoping this works right. We should be able to just spawn a wither and start drilling. Doesn't look like it's moving very much. I'll be quite upset if it does. It hasn't even like started charging up yet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we are getting ether gas. Slowly, but surely. We'll just load this chunk and come back here later. This is gonna take a while, and I don't know how much of this we're actually gonna need throughout the rest of the pack. I don't imagine we'll need it for too much more unless we end up needing supreme machine frames. But these are just for some of the mycelial generators, so I think we're fine. Oh, and I guess an Endera confuser. But I don't think we've needed this yet, so meh. And so hopefully we can just go home. Nice. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't expect it to be so fast. Well, fast, we're still waiting on ether gas, of course. But I mean, that's almost done, so I guess we'll just start on replication now. So to start with replication, we need a disintegrator, some matter network pipes, and a matter tank. We're going to want several of these tanks, of course. I believe it is 8 types of matter in total. Yes, 8. So we're going to get 8 of these matter overflow tanks. The network pipes are pretty cheap. We'll make a couple of these, just in case. And the disintegrator is pretty cheap, too. Nice. So if I understand this correctly, we put an item in here and it scans it to one of these chips. Yes, this one now knows Dragonheart. But we also want it to learn Draconium, so we'll put that in there too. I don't know exactly how this works yet, so we'll just kind of give it a shot with some random stuff. So what happens if I chuck a red matter in here? I think I saw some of these things flicker. They looked different. Yeah, this one's got some green in it now. This one's got some red. Yeah, let me organize these real quick. Okay, so now all these jars have their matter in them, or matter types, I suppose. So I think if we take this and put it into this chip storage here, we can now request Draconium. Oh, it can show us exactly how much we can request too. Ooh. When we have a parallel mode. Okay, I see. Now, does this work over here? I put down that bridge. Ooh, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, we can even, like, do this. I wonder if we can set up patterns for these as well. That'd be cool. Right. Well, we're making pretty good progress, I gotta say. Let's get the rest of that room done. Then we can start making matter. That's like Isaac Newton's Breaking Bad. It's like making matter, and it's like, I don't know what Ma is on the periodic table offhand. Is it manganese? I'm thinking it's manganese. No, that's Mn. It's not magnesium, is it? I'm looking this up now, hold on. Well, I'm hoping you're starting to see the vision with what I've got going on for the room here. I kind of like using these as like little shelves. I think that's pretty neat. So we can now request dragon hearts as well as requesting matter by requesting matter to make the matter. The problem is we don't really have a good way to make the matter. Now, for the most part, making red matter is largely made of Aeternalis fuel, because the dark matter is also largely Aeternalis fuel besides the blocks of diamond. So we're going to want a way to make Aeternalis fuel automatically. And we're going to be doing that with the energy collectors here. When I come back, of course. I've been doing this for a while. I'm going to take a break. So I will see you in a little bit. Alright, so I've come back and I have what I can only describe as a drastic change of plans. So as I have since learned, the energy condenser exists in this pack, and it was like really cheap. Like, this is nothing. You can only really make red matter with it, or at least that's the best thing to make with it. But, you know, you can replicate everything else. So that's a pretty cool way of getting your resources, because it was actually very early on. You only need, what, like Create Vault, and like that's it? Yeah, that's pretty cheap. So, you know, if you start playing StoneBlock 4, you know, you could do this for a lot of your resources. Anyway, so this has just been kind of generating us red matter. We could probably make some more energy collectors. We can't actually make the Mark 3s, we can only buy these currently from the shop for 150 coins each. But we can make the Mark 2s if we wanted, which is not really great, because it's like a third as good. But I mean, it's an option. If you're a true old head to modded Minecraft, you may recognize this little structure here. This is what the people refer to as a power flower. So basically what happens is these energy collectors turn light into EMC. They collect the energy, if you will, and they pass it through this relay here, which basically can just read all of the ones adjacent to it and put it into another suitable block, such as this energy condenser. You can do this on 5, I guess 6 sides of an energy condenser if you use like entangled stuff. But we just have the one little segment here because we don't really need it that crazy. It doesn't take super long to get red matter through this, but we just need like a lot is the thing. I've been letting this run for a while and we're up to almost 40 dragon hearts, which is good, but it's not, you know, 95. So that's also going to be something that's just going to have to run for a while. It wasn't hard to set up, would you believe it? I just placed 7 blocks. I just pull stuff out of here manually every so often, and we could probably hook this up automatically, but I don't really see a need to. Like, the internal storage on this thing is colossal, and the storage in these is less so. Speaking of storage in these things, so these matter overflow tanks, when they fill, they overflow, so you don't, like, you know, back up on anything. These tanks have a void excess option. What's the point of the matter overflow tanks? What? It just, like, is like a slightly worse shade of gray, and automatically has void excess turned on and is more expensive. I don't understand. Oh, it's from a separate mod. Why is this from a separate mod for the thing that already exists in the base? Very strange. I gotta say, very strange. Maybe it's just like antiquated or something. I don't know. Very odd, I must say. But I mean, it's mostly harmless. It's just weird. Anyway, I finished up the room, and this is just kind of something we're gonna let go for a little while. And then I'll just set the red matter into the disintegrator over there to grind up the red matter into the wacky matter to get more dragon hearts. This is set to infinite mode currently, so whenever we have enough matter to replicate a dragon heart, it'll just automatically do that. I guess I probably could like hook up like a pipe from there to there, but it doesn't really matter. The disintegration's really fast and the replication's pretty fast too. It's really just the energy collection that's slow. And even something like that is, you know, fixable. Like, look at it go, man. Yeah, this isn't something that's going to take too long, so I'm just going to let that run for a while. And speaking of letting things run for a while, I guess we'll tick that off, and we'll tick that off when the dragon hearts are done. But we have a lot more time left in the episode still. I guess we can test if we can autocraft Awakened Draconium. I just threw a pattern in, and I'll see if that just works. Sounds like it's working. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. It's not exporting? Did I mess something up here? Oh, that was weird. I just had to replace the card in here. Strange. But yeah, now we have Awakened Draconium. And I guess we could probably start upgrading our injectors as well if we want to. But we need more Draconium for that, so I'll just request some more. Okay, so I've discovered a problem with requesting 2 at a time. Because we have 8 slots, but the Awakened Draconium recipe only uses 7, it tries to put in 1 for the next recipe as well, which is not great. Some would say disastrous even. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. I guess I could just like break 1 injector whenever we're going to craft Draconium. Like that's fine. We don't need all 8. We could just like pick this up and move it over this to the side here like that. Like I guess that works. I know you were able to do this somehow with actually additions in DJ2, but I don't know what the difference would be. I guess because it was going to like an item interface, right? One of these things, and it would still read that that was in the inventory, I think that's what was going on. It doesn't matter that much. Uh-oh, we're out at Nether Stars though. I guess we don't need like a ton of Wyvern cores. You don't need to like have constant Wyvern cores. All we need is the Draconic cores and autocraft. So I guess I'm just gonna go kill some more Withers. Alright, well we're crafting what we can and the rest of it's just gotta be idled for, so we'll get there eventually. Well I don't really feel like starting particle acceleration today. And I guess I could start drilling the laser chicken. That's also probably going to take forever. Okay, so I decided to come back here to check on a couple things, not the least of which being, you know, to put the ender chicken here. And it looks like the wither escaped. I don't know how that happened. I mean, we did fill up on ether gas, so it must have taken a while. Very odd. Yeah, I think the only thing that would have done it would have been like a power flicker, but I really don't know. I guess I can chuck like a speed upgrade in here, just for certainty's sake, and it's like fine. I bound the dislocator here. I guess I can't rebind it for case of showing you guys. So hopefully, if I read the quest right, there's a teleporter beneath where the ender chicken spawns that you should be able to just slot this into, and it should just teleport the chicken right here, right into the stasis chamber. So that once we power it, I know it's not powered, don't worry, it should just teleport here and get stasisized for the foreseeable future. Wow, we've done it. We finally found the chicken jockey vault. We haven't done that before. Anyway, I think we do egg and then dislocator. Like that. What do we jump in after it? Well, it seems stuck. Also seems very much taller than it should be. I thought it said that its hitbox was supposed to be small. This is very not small. I actually can't touch my my fluid laser base. Okay. Well, if it is drilling, it's not... No, because it's not drilling, because it'd be going into this drawer otherwise, because I put a polar upgrade on it. We also have one on this one now, in case we put the wither back there. Well, I guess we gotta figure out how to pull this whole thing up more. Problem is I can't get to this, because this dingleberry's in the way. Can I pick you up in like a mob dislocator or whatever? You're probably blacklisted from this, right? Yeah. Well, can I try a box? I mean, I wouldn't be able to break the box, but I need to get my... The quest says it's small. That's not small. That's large. Ugh. Oh, you know what? I've got a good idea. If I hammer in a large radius, will that let me break these blocks? No. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal to just summon another ender chicken. We'll just turn this off for a second and kill it. Ah, cool. That was nice. I appreciate that. That was really nice. Alright, so I'm gonna put the actual laser base up here at like Y10 now, because evidently nothing is to be trusted anymore. Alright, hopefully this one goes a little bit better. I dislocated myself. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. At least I can say that one's my fault. Alright, one more time. Egg receptacle. Goes in. I said receptacle, I should have said dislocator. It's stuck here. Are we drilling chaos? We're drilling something. We're not drilling anything. Over Mighty Ender Chicken. I mean, that is the Mighty Ender Chicken. It's right there. Is it not? I mean, this is what worked for the Wither. I don't understand what would be different now. Oh, right, forgot the laser lens. Okay, that one's my bad. Well, I'm really hoping that wasn't the problem originally, because now I'm going to feel like a real dunderhead if it was. We are still not making Molten Chaos? I mean, I guess I could move the laser drill like a block or two lower. I guess I'll try that real quick. Yeah, it's still nothing. And it's drilling, and the Ender Chicken's there. It's certainly not too high, because that's where the hitbox is, and I can't put it any lower because the hitbox won't let me. It's got the black laser lens. Yeah, I don't know what the issue here would be. Let's see, the Mighty Ender Chicken onto a stasis chamber to use a fluid laser drill to milk it. Laser base needs to be placed depending on the size of the chicken. Is it too small, despite the fact that the hitbox is, like, huge? I guess I theoretically could put the drill there, because the legs aren't in the way there. Let me try that. It took damage, but we did get our 1 millibucket of Molten Chaos. Alright, well, it does work now. Oh, I see. There's a green hitbox and there's a white hitbox. You can't put anything... Maybe that's the shield hitbox? Like, when you have to beat the Ender Chicken, you have to break its shield. Maybe that's what that is? That's very strange. Also, it's taking damage, and I don't know what to do about that. Because if it dies, then, well, I'm not going to be able to milk more chaos. How much chaos do I need? 100 millibuckets per fragment. Uh-huh. And I would need 9 fragments to make the black hole, so I would need about a bucket. So... do I just leave this running and hope it doesn't die while I get 100 times as much chaos? A big day for idling, I guess. Oh, actually, I could probably, let's see if I can heal it. Let's see, he's a little hurt, so let me try and apply Healing Circle. Oh, it went low, I think. Well, I targeted it with the Healing Circle, but it's still not healing, so maybe I would need a different kind of heal spell, if anything. I don't know, I just kind of hope this thing doesn't die, because that would be kind of annoying, you know what I mean? Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna leave this go for a while I leave the Dragon Hearts to go for a while. Alright, so we should be able to just toss the bucket of chaos in here, and just start casting. So now we have 10 tiny chaos fragments, and 50 bucks. So we can make a small chaos fragment, earn another 75 bucks, and we're halfway through this tree. Wow. Fancy. Imposing. Powerful. So this quest says now that I've literally milked chaos. That's not what you do in this quest tree. You don't have to do that in this quest tree. So this quest says now that you've literally milked some chaos, it's time to return to the Chaos Echoborn. That's not what you do in this one. This is about Awakened Draconium. This is the Chaos one. I hate to be so nitpicky and negative at this point, but like, that's just not what happened in this quest tree. As far as they're aware, I didn't. Like, I didn't have to, actually. I haven't done that yet. Whatever, let's go talk with the Chaos Gremlin. Alright, so they mentioned that Infinity's up next after we finish Radiance, so we'll have to do Radiance, and we'll probably finish that one out next time. I feel like this might be a shorter episode, but I did a lot of, stuff in it. It's just a lot of, like, waiting and the like for this section of the game. Would you like to do chickens, or would you like to wait around and do nothing? My temporal pouch has lost 12 hours this recording session. I should clarify, this recording session. Well, as we're ending out, let's tick off the final thing off our docket, which was a theoretical nap time slept inside of my temporal pouch. And I hope your bedtime, wherever you go to bed, is good too? I don't know, man, you gotta bear with me here. We did pretty good today, I think. We entirely finished out one of the quest lines and like half of the other one here in Tier 5. Now it's just the hard part, frankly. Next time we'll be doing the Particle Accelerator, Mechanisms Reactor, and the SPS, as well as whatever this Neutron Activator does. And then we particle collide again at 15,000 joules, which seems like a very big and scary number. Thankfully, we seem to only need the one antimatter pellet, so hopefully the temporal pouch can assist there as well. At least until it turns out I need 20 more and a chicken for it once I get to the infinity person. Anyway, my complaining aside, it's been fun still. I've been enjoying myself. I've just kind of had to make my own fun a little bit here and there. But I hope you've been having fun as well. Because, I mean, what else am I supposed to be doing here if not entertaining you? Anyway, I don't think I have a whole lot really to say. You know, we did all the stuff you watched me do, and we're gonna do all the stuff I just told you about next time. So I hope to see you next time. And ignore the building bag and sawmill I have in the back there. You don't see that. Don't look, it's behind me, you can't see that anymore. Anyway, bye-bye. So for this one, we just need the body stone and the light. Oh my god. So now we have 10 tiny chaos fragments.